It's Lisa with InkandInspirations.com, and welcome to our second project for Valentine week here on Ink and Inspirations. And today I have a very clean and simple Valentine card that I think lends itself more toward the masculine feel side. And I like it because it's plain and simple, but it has an interesting element over here that I rarely do on cards, and that's stitching. And so let me get started with the basics of what you'll need to create this. I used a card base cut at 4 1/4 by 11 of Naturals Ivory cardstock, scored it at 5 1/2 and folded it in half. And then I have a piece of Very Vanilla cut at 4 by 5 1/4, and I rounded the corners in on my envelope punch board on that top corner rounder punch. So that's ready to go. Next, I'm going to take a scrap piece of Very Vanilla and this You plus Me image from the Hip Notes set, and I'm going to ink that up just in basic black StazOn. And then I'm going to punch it out with the full heart punch. And we'll set that aside and it will be ready to go. Now we're also going to be using the small heart punch. So I have that out and ready to go. And I have punched 5 hearts. 2 in Cherry Cobbler and 3 in Very Vanilla. Now the next thing we're going to do is to prep these for the stitching. And so I'm going to get my Stampin' Pierce mat and my paper piercing tool. And we're going to very carefully pierce some holes in the top, like just beneath where it comes in this peak here, and come down. You don't want to get it too close to the edge. And then again here a little above the point. So let me do that on one to show you. So there's one at the top and then one at the bottom. Okay, and that's ready to go, and I'll continue, and I'm going to pierce the rest of these and be right back. Okay, so I have these punched and ready to go, and I try to get not too close to the edge there because you don't want to pierce through on the edge, and you're going to be going through with a needle, and I'm using this fairly large one. It's a darning needle with a big eye because I didn't want to struggle with threading this linen thread through a small-eyed needle. So I've already done the first one. I leave a little tail here. I leave my linen thread on the spool, and I'm starting up here at the top, and I'm putting the hearts through. So I started from the underneath side, and so I need another heart. I'm going to come up through the bottom and pull it up, and you can space these later. I'm just trying to get them on the thread and make sure I have enough to go around the card. So I'm going to pull up because I want plenty of room, even though we will be doing some trimming of the thread. And I'm going to go behind and through and continue on until I get all 5 hearts strung together. Okay, I have all the hearts stitched together, and you can see I have them a little less than a 1/2 inch apart. They slide up and down very easily on the linen thread. Okay, and I'm going to just pull my needle off, put it in a safe place, and then I'm going to cut it off on this other end, making sure that I have enough to go around behind the card up here at the top. You don't want to cut it too short there. Okay, you can move your hearts around, but I like to give myself plenty of leeway. So I'm cutting off there, and I'm going to continue to slide these down a little bit more because I want a pretty big space at the top with just the thread without the hearts. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take a glue dot and pop that on the back, and we're going to hold the string in place, the thread, with the glue dots, and then we're going to secure the hearts down with glue dots behind each one. Now here I see that I can trim, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Take a glue dot and I just put it down on top the thread because it's wider than the fibers and it holds it in place. Okay, so now I can do some adjusting, and I want to slide these down, and you can space them however you like. I just like some of the thread, the linen thread by itself there at the top. Okay, get them evenly spaced. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come along behind each heart and put a glue dot behind it to hold it in place. Okay, I've got all my little hearts in place, and next we're going to work with the punched you and me. And what I'm going to do here, you see I've already attached some dimensionals, and I have a couple of glue dots right there. And I've cut a piece of linen thread about 10 inches long, and I'm just going to loop that around my fingers like that. And then take it and attach it to that mini glue dot. And I want some of these loops sticking out, so I'm going to maneuver the placement here of the ends and just stick them to that glue dot like that. And then I can go ahead and pull off my dimensional paper and give it that abstract look. I'm going to adjust here again and go ahead, position it on, and there you have a really cute linen interest there, embellishment. And I'm going to take my backing, my card base, pull off my dimensional adhesive paper and mount it. And there you have a very different type of card for me anyway. I usually have more color or more embellishments or images, but this I thought would be easy to do. It takes a little time to stitch, but look how it just packs a punch there. Okay, really makes a nice statement. So I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have any questions, please email me at lisa@inkinspirations.com. Thank you for joining me for Valentine week, and I will see you again tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.